Would you believe me if I told you that this burger bun, this bread, and also these tall McDonald buns have been made at home, and also it's gluten free? So today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my Jawar buns, which can be used as a bread recipe in my YouTube channel. But before that, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So now if you see, I have taken some warm water and then I have added yeast to it, and with that I have added sugar. Now sugar, you can take any jaggery, date syrup, any sugar is fine. Make sure your water is warm but not like very hot, because that will kill your yeast. So you have to keep that in mind. If it's really cold, then also your yeast won't bloom. Now you can see the yeast is blooming very well. So you keep it aside for 5 to 10 minutes. This step is very important. Now I have used is my regular dry instant yeast. So if your yeast doesn't bloom, that means there's some problem with the yeast or the water. And if this is not right, your buns will not turn out right. So keep that in mind. So now after that we've added this, it's bloomed, and then I'm going to add psyllium husk. So once in psyllium husk you add that, now you mix it really well till it becomes like a jelly, because the husk absorbs all the water and then it becomes thicker. So that's the role, and psyllium husk will help also in good binding of the bread. So that's why it's very important. I've added vinegar, so it will give a nice softness to the burger buns or bread that you're making. So this gives around 500 grams of your jawar bread, and if you're making burger buns, you can make around 6. So now you can see after 10 minutes the husk has become into jelly. Once that is done, I've even added some salt, and you can add herbs also to this recipe. So once this is done, I'm going to be adding my jawar flour. Now I'm going to be showing you two ways. You can either mix it just directly, or you can use a beater. So I just give it a nice mix, and once that is done, I'll put it in my KitchenAid. But you can use any beater also of your choice, or you can just mix it with hand. If you're doing with hand, make sure that you add oil to it. So now you can see I've put it in my KitchenAid, and I'm going to mix it at medium speed, and then I'm going to increase the speed. So this has to all the dough has to come together. So that means once it's come together and it's still super soft, that means you're good till now, and your buns are going to come out really well. If it gets a little hard, you can add a little bit of water. Now the best part of this recipe is no proofing is required and no oil has been added in this recipe. So that is something which is really good, and it's quick and easy to make. So now my dough is ready. I divided it into equal parts. Make sure you divide into 100 grams. That's important. So you get like big bun size. You can increase the size, but below 100 grams you're not going to get a good size. So now you can see that my buns are ready. I'm just rolling it into a ball, and I like to bake it two ways, so that I'm going to show you guys. So one way is I like to use a cake ring, or like a cookie cutter ring, or you can just put it directly without that. So I'm going to show you both the ways. So this is a 3-inch cookie ring, and or we even use for baking pastries. So now you brush it with oil properly. Once that is done, oil is done, we're going to be adding the bread to it. So same way I've repeated this twice, and 3 I've just kept it as it is. So to you guys can see, I like it putting in the ring, so because you get a really good height, that's why I like it. But you can just directly also put it for baking, that is fine if you don't have the ring, but with the ring it will give you a nice height. Now after this is done, I brushed it with some milk. You can brush it with egg wash, that is also fine, and I topped it up with sesame seeds. Even if you want to make a stuffed bun, that also you can do, just add the filling inside. So that is fine. So now I added sesame seeds, and once the sesame seeds are added, I'm going to be baking it at 180 degrees. For this takes around 20-25 minutes, but always put a toothpick inside. If the toothpick comes out completely clean, that means your buns are ready. If it does not come out clean, you have to put it for baking for more time. So now we are putting it for baking, and you will be surprised how soft the buns turn out. And when you remove it and you feel that the top has become a little crusty, don't worry, you can brush it with a little bit of milk or oil. But you can see how beautifully the buns have come out. They're super soft. We're going to be slicing it. So you guys do try this recipe, because this is a very simple jawar bread and bun recipe, and trust me, you'll like it. You can make burger buns, Korean buns, a lot of things. So mention in the comments section which other bread recipe you want to see, so I'll post that in my next channel. So hope you guys try this recipe, and do let me know if you face any issues. So I'll see you soon in the next video.